I am going to tell you why you need to rebel sometimes. I shall like, no, you can't go, the days are evil, the days are evil, don't go, the days are evil. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Izine here, aka Zine, and I'm here with a new video. If this is your first time seeing me, you're very welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet, but I'm just trying to put my hand in so many places and find out what works for me, yeah? So if this is your first time, you're welcome here. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my video. Thank you. So this night, actually, because I'm currently filming, I think the time is like 10 p.m. or past 10 p.m. I just came back from Shiloh 2024, and I just thought to share some things that happened to me. Yeah, I just wanted to share something that happened to me recently. That is some days ago. For the past couple of days, around like last week, I've been going through something in my personal life. I've been trying to, something happened in my personal life that I was just trying to like fix. I was reflecting and I found out that, you know, there were some things that I wasn't doing right in some certain aspects of my life, and you know, I was just looking for ways to, you know, solve it and go about it. And I remember that I was seeing this Shiloh updates on one of my very good friends' status, and whenever I saw it, I just passed. I'm like, well, you know, it's none of my business though, because I had already planned to attend Reboot Camp. Reboot Camp is an annual convention that is held by CCI, which I am an online member. We don't have any branch in Abakaliki here, so I just, you know, waved that aside. I said, you know what, I'm going to attend Reboot Camp online because that was what I did last year. So I thought I was going to, you know, attend Reboot Camp online again this year. But with all these things that were happening in my life, I just decided to, you know what, maybe I actually need to attend a physical, you know, convention or a physical gathering, you know. And I was just going to work one day and I saw this big Shiloh banner close to the place where I'm working, and I'm like, I don't take coincidences very lightly. And I was like, you know, because I began to feel, you know, the nudge, but I was kind of waving it aside because of I'm not really allowed to go out at night in my house, so I just waved it aside. But on Sunday, I was listening to Pastor Aaron preach, and he was saying something about, I'm sure he was talking about Reboot Camp, why you need to attend Reboot Camp physically, but I just, because there is no branch of CCI in AI, and I don't know of maybe any cell church I can attend, I just said, you know what, let me just take this word for me. And he was saying something about there's nothing that beats a physical, you know, gathering, and I was like, this could just be it. This could just be God solidifying the nudge that I have to attend Shiloh. So you know, African parents. So I began days before Shiloh to, like, you know, kind of tell my mom that, Mommy, see, there's Shiloh happening and I want to attend. And she was like, cool, you can go. It's not just here, because there's a branch of Winners Chapel, Living Faith Church, that is close to my house. I'm like, it's not here? Fine, sure, you can go, no problem. And I was like, sure. I was surprised because I wanted to go for a tech event some days back. I was like, no, you can't go, the days are evil, don't go. And I'm like, oh, no problem, we cannot go. So when she said that, I was really surprised and I was very happy, because that is like one obstacle overcome. Yeah. So the day for Shiloh came. I came back from work really on time because I planned to attend, you know. So I came back from work early, got ready by like past 6, and then it was supposed to start by 6, but past 6 I left. Now I am going to tell you why you need to rebel sometimes. Yes, you need to rebel, because based on personal experiences, you need to rebel sometimes, because if you keep following rules, you won't achieve your goals. You like, if it's in an African setting, your parents will say, don't come back to this house by 10 p.m. you don't only face your books. Let me give you guys an example. So my dad always tells me, isn't it, education is the key. You know, in this country, without education, you are nothing, you won't move forward in life. And this is me here on YouTube talking. Yeah, because my dad believes that only education can get you far. Well, because I know that, first of all, the course I'm studying in school is not even something that I love. So me now doing this is a subtle act of rebellion. So I'm not saying that it's a good thing. I'm not saying that if you want to rebel, you should not start shouting at your parents. Don't tell me nonsense. I don't want to hear that one. No, don't tell me that. That is not the kind of rebellion. That is pure disobedience. I'm just saying that it's very necessary, especially in an African home, to stand your ground on some certain things that you want to do. You know, but there are also certain times where you need to just calm down and listen from your parents' point of view. But if you know, if you are certain, if you are sure that this is what you want to do, or if God has said this is what I want you to do, then damn all the odds and just go for what you want. So that evening I got ready to go for Shiloh, and I was gonna tell my dad that, you see, I'm going for Shiloh, and he was like, you see what? You say waiting. I'm just exaggerating, but he was like, by this time? What's the time? I said, Daddy, 6. I said, by this time? I said, Daddy, it's just here, it's not far. You know, the place is actually like, it's not like a stone throw, but it's walkable. It's like an 8-minute walk. And he was like, no, you better go inside that house and sit down. The country is bad. You don't go out. Although I get what they're trying to say, but it's not God that preserves us. But I just knew in my heart that I had to go. So even when he was saying, no, don't go, I was like, Daddy, I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. And he was like, have you ever gone for any program by this time? And I was like, no, Daddy, but I just want to go for this one. And my mom was actually saying that she was going to come around later, but she didn't come. But I was like, Daddy, I have to go, man. I have to go, because do you know the thing with this thing is that if they say go into the house, go and sit down, and you go and sit down, the next time that you want to take a risk, the next time that you want to do something, you wouldn't just feel comfortable to do that, for lack of better words. You would just follow whatever it is they're saying and just go and do it. And then your dreams, all the things you want to do, all the things you want to achieve, they'll just be dying because you are trying to keep the peace. Well, sometimes you need to damn all the odds and just go for what you want. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I was really happy to have attended this Shiloh so far. I don't know, maybe before this video goes up, it has probably ended, but I think the first night I went, I was actually really emotional, because that was the first time I was actually, I can't how many times I said actually. That was the first time I was attending a physical church since I came back home since September. I normally attend online service, but it made me really emotional because I had people around me. I had a community of people where I can see people praying, you know, so it was really, you know, good for me. I love it, and I think maybe from now on I will keep going there until we have a branch here. But the main essence of this video is just to encourage you to chase your dreams, whatever it is that you want to do. If you're not in a suitable environment that is allowing you to push through, just find a way. Pray to God. Like, I believe that it was not just about me rebelling. I feel like God also had a hand to it, because I kept on praying and asking God to like help me, you know, soften the hearts of my parents, because the Bible says that the heart of the king is in the Lord's hands. So I just kept praying, God, please, I want to attend Shiloh. I didn't even have any expectations though, but I just knew that I just had to be there. And then by the second day when I went out, my dad was like, when I greeted him in the evening, he responded well to me. And today, when I came back from work, my dad was like, are you going for Shiloh today? Which is very surprising. I told him, yes, Daddy, I'm going. And I was really happy that he really asked me that. So the thing is that chase your dreams. Make sure that what you are doing, that you know and you are sure of it. And if God has sent you, just go. Every other thing, every other person will adjust. Anything that you want to do, just make sure that you are sure you are sure, even if you are not sure, but you know that you have to do this thing. And even if it doesn't work, we know that everything that we do works out for our good. Romans 8:28. And all things, not whether it goes good in a good way, whether it goes in a bad way, all things work together for our good. So if there is anything, whether you want to start content creation, whether it's you want to start a business and you are feeling like you don't have the finances, there is always a way. If you are determined, there is always a way. So this is just me encouraging you to just keep doing what you love and always try to push through circumstances. Don't allow any circumstance to like subdue you. I just said to just share this thing. It was impressed in my heart to encourage somebody out there to follow your dreams. Don't be sitting back at home. No they look with your face. I beg. I don't say you should disobey your parents, but just if you want it that bad. My friend said to me, if you want it that bad, you go for it. So I hope that with these few words of mine, I've been able to encourage you to do whatever it is that you set your mind to do. And I really hope that this helps you in a very long way. And I think with that, I've come to the end of this video or this talk. Please like, comment, share, and just tell me one of the ways that you have rebelled in a good way and it has worked out for you. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.